At St. Francis Heart Center, we're not just regional heart experts. We share our greater success with the world. We don't just pioneer technology. We do it more than anywhere on Greater Long Island. And we don't just win awards. We deliver greater outcomes for people like you. As New York's only specialty designated cardiac center, we're not satisfied with just being good. This is Long Island. This is St. Francis Heart Center. And greater lives here.
Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Twins up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter! And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signal. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Southside.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see extraordinary life. The most extraordinary of which is you. It's because our Catholic faith places the highest value on people, all people. It's the inspiration for our exceptional medical care with unmatched compassion. And it's why at Catholic Health you're more than a patient. You're someone's family, best friend, and a neighbor to us all. Long live Long Island.
The Varsity Media Sports Network proudly welcomes you to Thalver Stadium on the campus of the University of Rochester for tonight's showdown as Downstate meets Upstate. St. Anthony's, the Friars, making the trip today to upstate New York to face the Griffins of UPrep. Glad you're with us. My name is Gene Battaglia, as it's a privilege to be calling this game tonight here on Varsity Media. St. Anthony's, tough start to their season. They're at 0-1 coming upstate here. This after the loss in Week 1, 31-28 to Chaminade. As we take a look at where they are coming from, 6-4 last season, and certainly expectations are high once again for this team. Players to watch tonight for the Friars: Gary Merrill, Cam Urso. Merrill, great two-way player in terms of the pass and the rush at quarterback for the Friars, and if he goes tonight, so will the St. Anthony's Friars. Cam Urso will be playing some linebacker tonight. He was up on the defensive line last week in that loss to Chaminade. As take a look at head coach Joe Minucci talking to his quarterback, Gary Merrill, giving him some instruction. Now, the UPrep Friars, this will be their first game here tonight, as they are coming off a year where they fell short of their sectional championships. Still another great season, though, for this team that's coached by Isaiah Young. 9-2 last year, losing in the championship game, and that record the last 5 seasons. So this is going to be a quality opponent here for St. Anthony's tonight. These two teams will meet next year downstate. And the task for St. Anthony's tonight, just quite honestly, if you've ever gone on a road trip and maybe you're driving to the beach or driving wherever and you get out of the car and you're really kind of stiff and it takes you a little bit, St. Anthony's, left this morning. They came up, they got to suburban Rochester around 4 o'clock today. They checked into the hotel, so they've been here at the stadium for well over an hour trying to get warmed up here. So it is going to be a physical task here for St. Anthony's, traveling all the way across the state on game day. UPrep in the navy uniforms with the gold trim. St. Anthony's in the black and gold as well. Our cameraman tonight, John Guerin, Yahya Ahmed, as we take a look at players to watch tonight for UPrep. C.J. Robinson and Tavion Bird. Bird is a player that is going to be playing next year at Stony Brook. He is committed to there. And C.J. Robinson transferring 2 years ago from another football power here in Rochester, Aquinas. You might be familiar with that name downstate. C.J. Robinson, player to watch in the backfield. A lot of respect these players have for one another here tonight. Normally, UPrep playing their home games at the Rochester Sports Complex, which is in downtown Rochester, but just with the magnitude of this game tonight, this game moved here to Favre Stadium, really old type of stadium here, University of Rochester campus, right on the banks of the Genesee River. So taking a look at head coach Isaiah Young. He is an Alfred grad, back for another season coaching the Griffs, giving some final instruction. Tavion Bird, C.J. Robinson, Teven Wilson, Kamari Miller are the team captains for UPrep. Yeah, fans are fired up here tonight. Coming to you live from Rochester, New York, our Catholic Health Game of the Week on the Varsity Media Sports Network. St. Anthony's winning the coin toss. They defer. They will kick off. Di Gregorio to boot this one away. And deep back, it'll be Javion Sampson and C.J. Robinson. For the Griffins. And we're underway here tonight as the kick end over end, and that'll be received by Sampson on the far side. He'll take it to the 10. Trying to cut to the middle of the field. Takes it to the near sideline, and almost a horse collar, but I think realizing David McHugh quickly taking his hand off the jersey, and it'll be good field position here for the Griffs to start out. Tavion Bird, the quarterback, wearing number 2 for this team, as we'll introduce the starting lineups. Bird and C.J. Robinson, and it's an offensive line that is returning a lot, including Kashmir Williams at the right tackle position. Johnson, the tight end, is a player to watch as well if they can set up the play action. Starting at the 34, we'll get to the St. Anthony's defense after the 1st and 10 play as the handoff will go inside. And C.J. Robinson moving ahead. So a good run of 8 yards as we take a look at that St. Anthony's defense here. And again, the change tonight, Cam Urso will be playing some linebacker. And there he is in your screen right there, number 6. But he'll come up on the line of scrimmage from time to time. So Urso on this play will not have his hand down. Very veteran team here. DJ Garcia, one of those defensive ends as well, as UPrep will get that first down. The quick flare out going to Javon Johnson.
Tavion Bird with the completion to Javon Johnson for UPrep first down.
UPrep looking at their wristbands for the call. 1st and 10. 1 minute gone by here. Opening drive tonight in Rochester as the sun's starting to go down here. Bird will operate on the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Robinson, his single setback. Robinson makes a cut, and Robinson will go into St. Anthony's territory to the 48. That is a gain of 5.
5-yard gain.
Talking with head coach Isaiah Young this week, and what he said was the key, he thought, for his offense. I think it was very telling. Physicality. Wants his team to be physical with St. Anthony's tonight. And here they are keeping it on the ground for the most part. 2nd down and 5. And going back to Robinson, and Robinson this time is not going to go anywhere. DJ Garcia, number 90 on the tackle. And coming up from the safety position, Jason Arente as well. Loss of 2 on the play, back to UPrep territory. This to bring up 3rd down and 8. Boy, that St. Anthony's sideline making a lot of noise on the far sideline, and get the idea that a lot of people from Long Island have come up as well. It sounds almost like a home game for them here. 3rd down and 8. 4 wide for the Griffins. Bird awaiting the shotgun snap, takes it. Bird in the pocket. He's going long. Wants a man near side. He's got it! Javon Johnson on the near side. Getting it all the way down to the 11-yard line. That is a gain of 41. And there you see why Tavon Bird is going to be playing on Saturdays next year. He's playing on a Saturday tonight, but you get what I'm saying. Is Bird, his second look there. Did he bobble it before the foot went out? But official calls it. And UPrep is in the red zone as Bird will have C.J. Robinson as disposal. We're going to get a timeout on the field. Timeout called by UPrep. So Isaiah Young wants to make sure that everybody, as we take another look here. Now you look at this very closely. See, on that angle, you can see the bobble at the end. Boy, if this were the NFL, they'd be slowing that down frame by frame. But in real time, if it looks like a catch, they're going to call it a catch. So this timeout also gives St. Anthony's an idea to catch their breath. And here we see that again. And well, that cameraman right in front of our camera might have shielded our shot there a little bit. Great work, John Guerin down low, helping us out. So UPrep after the timeout, 1st and 10 at the 11. No single safety up high here, so here's a busted play. Off a timeout, a busted play. Goodness, as Tavion Bird was turning to his left expecting Robinson to be there, he was not. And again, this is UPrep's first game, so some mistakes you always see here in opening game, regardless. And Tavon Wilson will check in here. He's wearing number 8. Griffin's looking at the wristband. Javon Johnson will come to the near side. Paris Brook in the receiver trotting up to the top of your screen, number 5. This on 2nd down and 11 after the busted play is spotted the ball here at the 12. Handoff to Robinson. Robinson gets swallowed up. And coming through, there's our player to watch, Cam Urso, diagnosing that play. Cam Urso, number 6. He is a senior. He's a captain. And there he comes up big for his team as Urso now bring it to 3rd and long. Now, for UPrep, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if they have a place kicker they can rely on here tonight. So this could be just 4-down territory. That's what they've done in the past. Quite often, they would go for 2 last year rather than just kick the extra point. Here's Tavon Bird taking the snap, looking left. Bird bouncing his feet. He's in trouble, and he's going to get swallowed up. What a stand there for St. Anthony's. Who do you want to call on the sack there? That's Dixon Charsuk, number 98. He's fired up. Certainly, you at least give him a half sack on that. And now with the ball back at the 25. Yeah, any thought of going for a field goal is out of the question here. Yeah, you give at least a half sack to 98. And also in there, Julian Kosha, number 52. What a stand here so far, but there's one more play. Now, we should mention they could get it down to the 2 and get a first down. 4th down and 24. After 3 negative plays, the screen pass going to the far side to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is not going to go anywhere. And St. Anthony's tightens up. Let's kind of point out, too, that after that big play, UPrep didn't have a play ready to go, and they called the timeout. St. Anthony's was on their heel. That actually worked at St. Anthony's benefit, I think. Our Catholic Health game of the week off to a good start here, and this will be the first time tonight we see the Friar offense. Gary Merrill, the two-way threat. Xavier Bawa will be his main running back. Chancelli and Dowling are your tackles. And in the middle is the center, Ryan McNaughton. Gronveld and Burke are the guards. We will get to the UPrep defense after this 1st and 10 at the 22 as Merrill will take the snap. And Merrill, the design keeper, pulling it down. And Merrill will scoot ahead for the first down. That's a gain of 12. First down for St. Anthony's. The UPrep defense. Brooklyn and Smith are on the outside. Kashmir Williams, Luis Dominguez will get his first start. Robinson and Chauncey Sherman in the back. And Javon Johnson is one of your corners. Positive gain now up to the 39-yard line. This to bring up 2nd down and 6. Crisp evening, 56 degrees here, which usually the first games of September feel more like summer, not tonight. And there's a great catch on the near side, right over the middle. Johnny Russo. Johnny on the spot, getting into the 48, a gain of 14, first down for St. Anthony's. Great hand shown there by number 4, right in the middle of traffic, holding on. Quickly back up to the line of scrimmage, right on that University of Rochester logo. 1st and 10 of the 48 as Merrill has 4 receivers. Merrill will hand it off. This goes to Bala, and Bala will plow ahead across the 45, and he'll get it down to about the 43. We'll call it a gain of 4. As we're past the midway point here of the first quarter. Look at the tempo St. Anthony's is doing here. They're getting right back up to the line of scrimmage. The snap. Oh, it is kicked. That's a loose ball. Still on the field, and getting it is going to be UPrep. A mistake for St. Anthony's. Trying to fall on it was Gary Merrill. And UPrep coming up big on defense as the botched handoff results in our first turnover tonight. Joel Barthaser, our director. I thought Merrill had fallen on it. And that's Kamari Miller with the recovery. So Kamari Miller showing the nose for the ball. And what was looking like to be a promising drive for St. Anthony's. All for naught. Bird back at quarterback. Now last time that drive ended, defensive pressure. So Bird on the read option is not going to find anything. Parker, make that, yes. Parker McDonald, the corner, helping to blow that play up. Bird looking at his wristband. Davon Wilson He's going to be in the backfield. So for the first time tonight, there's going to be an H-back here, maybe to help out with the pressure. We got movement all over the place here for UPrep. Stuart Smith, the left tackle, coming out just a little early. And, yeah, the officials quickly making the false start call.
Loss of 5 yards.
Second down, 17 now, back at the 32. The snap as Bird squares up his shoulders, and that'll be a completion to Brookin, Paris Brookin, but not a lot on that play. Gets it up to the 37. Bring up third down and 13. Third down and 14, actually, as they're going to spot it at the 36. So can the defense for St. Anthony's pick up the offense after the turnover? Opportunity for St. Anthony's to get off the field. This is third down and 14. Bird in the pocket. Making a move, throwing downfield, and it's going to be caught. What a catch on the far side. Javon Johnson. And Bird making that play happen, moving around in the pocket. Johnson fired up. Third and 14, UPrep picks it up. You're St. Anthony's. You're sending the extra blitzer. You know what? I'm going to give a little bit of credit to C.J. Robinson just throwing his body there, but that is tremendous arm strength. Jason Arante with the touchdown-saving tackle that flips the field position. First and 10 now at the 30. What a gain. As out of the shotgun, Bird. Bird pitching it to the near side. Getting around the numbers, C.J. Robinson runs out of real estate. Good defensive positioning.
And he's forced out by number 38, Joseph Doherty.
Joe Doherty.
For a gain of 3 yards.
Defensive back able to step up there, and everybody doing their 111th, as they say, for St. Anthony's. Gain of 3 on the play. This is a real treat tonight when you have two quarterbacks like this, Merrill and Bird, dueling. Xavier Curry will be one of the receivers. He's the slot to the right. Second down and 7. The snap, Bird with pressure. Bird steps up, and that's going to be caught by number 1, Curry. Curry makes a man miss. Curry gets it inside the 10-yard line.
Taken down at the 6-yard line for another UPrep first down.
Standing with the blitzer coming right in his face was Tavion Bird. And that play going all the way down to the 7, a gain of 21, and just some nifty footwork there by Xavier Curry. Andrew Thompson with the tackle for the visitors. First and goal. Our first and goal situation of the night. Bird handing it off, trying to get to the outside, and not much there. Kamari Miller serving kind of as the backup running back to C.J. Robinson. And that's going to be a loss on the play, a loss of 2. Now, it wasn't first and goal, but UPrep did get it down to the 12-yard line, and the net result, they ended up turning it over on downs last time after a couple sacks. Here's Bird out of the shotgun once again. Takes the snap. Bird fires over the middle, and it's broken up. And it's intercepted off the deflection to the near side. Taking it 30, 35, 40, making one man miss. Going to the house. Kevin Moore. Kevin Moore still on his feet. Kevin Moore, 10-5. Bank it. Touchdown. Touchdown. St. Anthony's. Kevin Moore. Off of the deflection. What a huge turn of events. DiGregorio on to attempt the extra point here. I beg your pardon. It's going to be Michael Forrest is their place kicker. Michael Forrest with Michael Riley to hold. And the kick has the distance, and it is good. A pick six off of the deflection for Kevin Moore. And he got some blocking down the field, and yeah, take a drink of water. We got to take another look at this. Off the deflection. I got to see who the corner was on that. Now, Bird has a chance to make the play, and Moore just makes that little shimmy of a move. Here's C.J. Robinson. And let's give a shout out there. Parker McDonald giving that last block to enable the pick six. Joel, did we see who was on the deflection? I want to make sure we get the credit on that, the corner. Because that made the play happen. Okay, 26 over his hands. Can't tell. I pick up the 3 on that. Great team effort. And we know it's Kevin Moore paying attention, and there was the ball there, and go make a big play. .141 remaining in the first. So if you're UPrep, you've made some big plays yourself here tonight in the passing game. Can you get back to work? As here will be the kick high, and it'll be short, fielded at the 25. Kamari Miller still on his feet. Kamari Miller near midfield. And did that ball come out? Nope, they're going to say it was down.
And he returns it to the 48-yard line. It'll be UPrep first and 10.
Kamari Miller on the short kickoff. Let's give some credit to Danny Rooney, sticking his nose in there, helping to make sure that return didn't go any further. First and 10 at the 47. Then we get a whistle. And this is the officials want to talk about something. The handoff going to Robinson, and Robinson getting it up to the 50. And going back to C.J. Robinson, always kind of a smart play here for UPrep, trying to settle things down.
Robinson with the carry, and he's taken down by number 52, Julian Conley.
There's the deflection, and we give the credit there. Joe Doherty, second time we're going to call his name tonight. John Guerin doing the camera work. So Doherty with the pass deflection going into the hands of Kevin Moore. Boy, can I nominate that for Player of the Year? I know it's only week 2 for St. Anthony's week 1 here for UPrep. Here's going to be, and running toward the line of scrimmage. This is not Canadian football, folks. That's Jameek Johnson getting called for the false start as he went into motion and turned it upfield.
UPrep, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
So UPrep another penalty here, and then we'll push him back to the 45. We're down to 47 seconds remaining in this quarter. Wildly entertaining. It's everything you would hope for. And for St. Anthony's, the signs of, boy, they took a bus all the way across the state today, and how would they come out? So far, so good. They lead here 7-0 in Rochester. Bird looking at his options as he'll take the snap. Bird throwing deep, looking for a man over the top, and that's going to be incomplete as Paris Brookin on the right side. Parker McDonald in coverage for St. Anthony's. Kamari Miller will come out on the field for C.J. Robinson. 3rd down and 12. Opportunity here for St. Anthony's, and it was the last drive. They gave up a 3rd and 14. But you credit Bird making that outstanding play, the quarterback. Takes the snap. Bird with pressure. He's going to dump it off last second, and he was looking for his outlet, but I'm not sure if that screen goes very far, and so UPrep for the first time tonight will punt. And so it'll be Shamar Pittman with the responsibilities. And deep back here will be James Taylor. Shamar Pittman doing what you're supposed to as a punter. Count 10 guys ahead of you. And the snap is high. This is trouble. Big time trouble. And now nowhere to go. Big mistake. And tackled at the 25. Not much Shamar Pittman could do on that play. And a big time break there for St. Anthony's as the bad snap results in some great field position here.
UPrep will turn the ball over on down. Friars take over on the 25-yard line.
It's got to be a lonely feeling there. And with the tackle, Michael Kelton, number 21. So Merrill back on the field. Remember last time they had that botched exchange. Here's Merrill keeping himself out of the shotgun, trying to get around that corner. Makes a cut, turns it upfield. And he's going to be close to the marker. And they're going to give him enough for the first down. Gary Merrill. That's a sign he's a good runner, too, rather than just bounce it all the way to the outside. Stop a little bit, find the seam, cut it up. He's got the first down. Call it a gain of 11. And St. Anthony's, if they want to, can take it to the quarter here. We got 10 seconds remaining. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, being J.T. Taylor. And we have reached the end of an entertaining first quarter. A pick 6 for St. Anthony's. The touchdown by Kevin Moore. And it's the Friars leading here in Rochester against UPrep 7-0. We go to the second here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
At St. Francis Heart Center, we're not just regional heart experts. We share our greater success with the world. We don't just pioneer technology. We do it more than anywhere on Greater Long Island. And we don't just win awards. We deliver greater outcomes for people like you. As New York's only specialty designated cardiac center, we're not satisfied with just being good. This is Long Island. This is St. Francis Heart Center. And greater lives here.
It's time to book a Varsity Media Sportscast and get on the big stage. A Varsity Media Sportscast is seen by thousands of people, both live and on demand, from friends and family all over the world to prospective college coaches. Our announcers will help tell the story of your team and your athletes. There is no bigger stage to be on than Varsity Media. Book a sportscast today by contacting Varsity Media.
Yeah, having some fun here. Long-time facility, Fauver Stadium. one of the oldest stadiums in Division III. And it is used from time to time for high school games. And this would qualify as one of the bigger ones here is St. Anthony's coming in to face UPrep. After the botched snap there, St. Anthony's with great field position. Looking now at a 1st and 10 from the 15 as we're awaiting the officials to start here in the second. There is no local television for tonight's game, so I'm not sure what the delay is. Well, St. Anthony's, boy. in this league, in the CHSAA, you don't get any breathers. And Don Bosco Prep is coming up next. You got Stepinac coming up later in the month, all the way to finishing up against Cardinal Hayes. So now for UPrep, they get AQ next week. They've got McQuaid coming up on the 12th. So there are some big-time matchups here for UPrep. Can they get over the hump this year in Class AA? That is one of the storylines. But McQuaid always kind of the team to beat, if you will, here in Rochester as the handoff, and there is nothing there. UPrep's defense was ready for the task, as that's Kashmir Williams, number 55, one of the veterans on this team. And now St. Anthony's looking at a 2nd down and 14. Ball back to the 19. The snap. And here comes the design keepers. Merrill will cut it between the tackles. He takes a pop. And that will go down to the 13-yard line.
He gains about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 10. They're hurrying up.
All right, so this is what St. Anthony's does. They're going to go right back here as we're showing you this. Now St. Anthony's will pause, look over to the sideline. So they got back up to the line of scrimmage. They're trying to catch UPrep in some sort of mismatch. Here will be the snap. The handoff going left side, trying to get around the corner. And then Bala will get it inside the 10 and get it down to about the 7. That's going to be short of the 1st down.
They stopped 2 yards short of the 1st down.
So this will bring up 4th down.
It'll be 4th and 2.
4th and 2, and it looks like St. Anthony's, yeah, they're going to go for it. On 4th down at the 7-yard line. And we get movement. My goodness. Well, there have been some gifts here tonight for the visitors. And that is one of them. I know you want to make a play, but once you cross over, that's tough. So 1st and goal coming up here at the 4. Merrill has Xavier Bala in the backfield. 4 wide receivers, no tight end. Here will be the snap, the handoff going to Bala. Bala trying to make a cut, and there's Kashmir Williams saying, no, you don't. That's going to be a short loss on the play.
Bala with the carry. He's led the backfield by Cash Williams and a gang of Griffins.
55. It's a very stout man on that defensive line.
2nd down.
275 pounds. Here's the snap. And a little miscommunication and trying to make it happen. I think Merrill was expecting Bala to be on his right for the option.
Merrill keeps it.
Now it'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 4.
3rd down.
We are in the 2nd here tonight. Our only point so far, a pick 6, courtesy of Kevin Moore. Joe Doherty with the deflection going into Moore's hands, and he takes it roughly 90 yards on that. Here's the snap, going ahead, and Merrill is not going, or maybe he will. The whistle blows, and they're going to blow it dead at the 1.
He stopped short of the goal line.
Merrill is saying, hey, you blew it too soon there. Dempsey Burke in there, the guard leading the way, and now right back up to the line of scrimmage. 4th and goal from the 1. Whistle, timeout called.
UPrep timeout.
UPrep will use a timeout, and that's going to understand why. We'll take a quick break. We'll have that fourth down play coming up next year on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
The latest Varsity Media updates, including our game schedules, be sure to follow us on social media at Varsity Media, the home for New York high school sports.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see extraordinary life. The most extraordinary of which is you. It's because our Catholic faith places the highest value on people. All people. It's the inspiration for our exceptional medical care with unmatched compassion. And it's why at Catholic Health you're more than a patient. You're someone's family, best friend, and a neighbor to us all. Long live Long Island.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations.
And we're back here. 4th and goal from the 1 after the timeout. Merrill will have Bala in the backfield. Merrill handing it off. And Bala gets hit, but as he crossed the goal line, he does. Touchdown. Touchdown, St. Anthony's. Xavier Bala will just toss the ball to the linesman, and it's now a 13-0 game.
Xavier Bala takes it in for the St. Anthony's touchdown.
So that drive, the one goes 25 yards after the failed snap on the punt. Oh, taking that shot down low, but just a second too late was number 1. That being Javon Sampson. Kick is no good.
The extra point is wide right.
So the missed extra point, and our score will remain 13-0. Bala with the 1-yard touchdown run. Yeah, it is a night that does not feel like the first Saturday in the month of September. This feels more like mid-October here tonight. Everybody wearing jackets up here. We did have rain on and off, big rain last night, and the forecast does call for a small chance of it tonight, but certainly nothing in the way of thunderstorms, and that kind of wreaked havoc with the high school schedule up here in the Rochester area on Friday night. So thankfully we do not have any threat of that tonight. St. Anthony's to kick this one away. Michael Forrest. End over end kick for Forrest. Will be fielded at the 15. Head of steam, look out, 40, 45, 50, making one man miss to the 30, and then tripped up. Oh, a big return there for Jameer Walters. Walters nearly taking it to the house, and you get the idea that UPrep has speed all over the place here. Big time play on special teams, and UPrep with a chance to cut into this lead now. They'll start out at the 27. Walters, and you know what? He didn't make the tackle, but you got to give a little credit to the kicker, Michael Forrest, for at least slowing up Walters, allowing some defenders to get there in time. We'll see if that ends up saving some points here. As for UPrep tonight, they have been kind of their own worst enemy here with some mistakes going down low. As now Bird, he's under pressure. Bird will throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. So good job, and that would have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but what looked like that was going to be a big negative play. The intended receiver, Javon Sampson. 2nd and 10 from the 28. Johnson will be the receiver to the far boundary. Sampson in the slot to the near side. And Paris Brookin will be in the slot to the right. Here's the snap. And we get more movement before the snap. That is the third false start tonight against UPrep.
UPrep, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
So the ball going back to the 33. Second down and 15. Man going into motion will be Sampson. And it'll be C.J. Robinson. No, I beg your pardon. Getting over around the corner. It is Robinson, actually, number 7.
Take it out at the 25-yard line.
And they will spot it at the 26. That's to bring down up second down, or make it third down now, and about 8. Back judge is yet to start to count it down here as UPrep now just getting up to the line of scrimmage. Third down and 8. Bird handing it off. Robinson, big head of steam. He's got the first down. Makes a cut, and he's inside the 15. C.J. Robinson, one of the top running backs in Section 5, and figured we see a lot of him tonight. Gets it down to the 12, a gain of 14. And that's just trusting your running back and your offensive line when you're facing a 3rd and 8. So UPrep, again, digging themselves into a hole, looking at a 2nd and 15, and well, they're able to convert the first down. Now they get it to the 11. Here's the crazy stat. This is the 3rd time tonight they've been inside the 12-yard line. Here's the handoff. Still looking for the first points. Is Robinson diving to the pylon? The official is going to mark him out at the 1, and you hear the big sigh and some boos here from the home fans. The official was right there. And so was John Guerin. The low camera angle. Robinson making the dive. You be the judge. Oh. It is 1st and goal. Let's take another look. That is a touchdown, folks. But this is a touchdown, too, coming up. C.J. Robinson getting the call. He will stuff it in from the 1-yard line. So Robinson getting the call in the end. And that cuts it now to a 1-score game, 13-6. UPrep just getting their personnel out there right now. In fact, still coming out of the field is Paris Brookin. And they're going to go for 2. Whistle and the timeout is going to be called by St. Anthony's. And this was what they did last year, that UPrep just hasn't found anybody that can be their place kicker. And, well, rather than try something that might not go over the crossbar, then more often than not they'll go for 2, even if the math doesn't kind of add up right now. And so St. Anthony's, it's a good time for them to kind of talk it over, and these are one of those special plays that you practice here, going defensively against a 2-point conversion. Here was that run by Robinson that did not get called for a touchdown. They called it on the field that his elbow touched before he hit the pylon. Just some fantastic camera work by our guys here tonight. Yeah, that's a touchdown. But as they say, it's all academic because the next play went for a touchdown anyways. Tavon Bird will be the quarterback. This is the two-point conversion in the backfield. Tavon Wilson. Bird throwing toward the end zone. That'll be caught for the two-point conversion. Javon Johnson.
It's good. Making the score. St. Anthony's 13, UPrep 8.
Johnson fired up. You see the home crowd there right behind him. That's a nice route. That is a really nice route by number 6. Parker McDonald in coverage. So UPrep getting on the board. 13-8 now is our score. Lots of time left in this game. 7:02 remaining here in the second.
Gavin White lines up for the kickoff.
So to kick this off for UPrep, and this will be Gavin White. White booting this one away. It's going to be returned to the 10, up to the 20. Some room up to the 30, the 35 on the far side. That's the ever-dangerous Kevin Moore. Moore, who has the big play tonight.
He's forced out by Tavon Wilson.
Tavon Wilson with the tackle for UPrep. So some good field position here for St. Anthony's. So last time they were the beneficiary of the short field after the botched punt by UPrep. This time, looking to go 56 yards on this drive. Quarterback Gary Merrill. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Merrill taking the snap, and he's going to hand it right between the tackles. This will go up to the 49-yard line for Xavier Bala.
Bala with another carry.
Healthy gain of 5.
4 yards. Second and 5.
St. Anthony's putting their foot to the pedal here on the pace of the game, and the handoff going right back up the middle, and that's going to result in a first down. This time a gain of 7. Well, you'll take that on every down if you can get 5 here, 7 there. And St. Anthony's, look how fast they're running this offense, and this might, if they snap it in time, well, they had a player coming off for UPrep. Would have gotten the free 5 yards there. Too many men on the field. The ball going down to the 42. This going for a gain of 3. Bala with the call once again. Tavon Wilson with the tackle for UPrep. And again, the no huddle right back up to the line of scrimmage. Merrill takes the snap. Merrill, play action. Merrill throwing. He's got his completion. Finding his guy, JT Taylor, and JT Taylor will get it down to the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of 12, but we do have a flag back near the line of scrimmage. And UPrep starting to walk in the wrong direction. They had an eligible man downfield. Too bad. That was a well-designed play there.
Flag on the play.
We're past the midway point here of the second. 13-8, St. Anthony's leading. If you're just logging on, a 90-yard pick 6 off a deflection. Just some fantastic speed by Kevin Moore along the near sideline. Xavier Bala also with a 1-yard touchdown run UPrep answering with a touchdown run of their own, and they get the 2-point conversion. 13-8 is the score, as Merrill will keep that himself, getting back some of the penalty yardage to bring up second down, make it 3rd down and 11 now. Four wide receivers, Bala in the backfield. With time, Merrill showing that athleticism, makes a cut, scooches forward, dives across the 40. He's short by about 4 yards. Down to the 38, so it is decision time for head coach Joe Minucci. And he's keeping his offense out there. There's no... and a timeout that's going to be called by UPrep. So UPrep with the timeout. 4th down coming up. We'll take a quick break here. This is the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Latest news in high school sports, be sure to check out varsitymedia.net or follow us on social media at Varsity Media. Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Quinn's up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter. And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signal. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown!
Back to live action. 4th down coming up here after UPrep calling the timeout. They are out of timeouts, by the way. Here's going to be Merrill rolling to his right on 4th down. He could run for it here potentially, throwing it downfield. Is it complete? It is. That's a completion on 4th down, finding his man, Johnny Russo, on the far side. Russo's 2nd reception tonight, going down to the 22. This for a gain of 16. No, wait, what is going on here? As we take a look at the completion. All right, so the officials were talking to the St. Anthony's bench. Back to live action, so this does stand. Here will be the handoff inside to Bala, and he will lumber ahead down to about the 17. Boy, credit Gary Merrill on that, because he trusted his arm on that. Play was in front of him. No, I can make a bigger play, and he finds Russo on the far sideline. 4 wide receivers as Merrill out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, flares it out to the left side. Across the 15, and a good defensive play there. J.T. Taylor, and he's a little slow to get up on that.
He's tackled by number 1, Javion Sampson.
I'm sorry, that's Javion Sampson with the tackle.
3 yards, it'll be 3rd down from 15 yards line.
And UPrep another offside. So if you combine the offside with the false start, that's up to 5 tonight. And that'll give them the automatic 1st down.
5-yard penalty.
Automatic 1st
down.
Merrill out of the shotgun, handing it off. Cutting it right up the middle. Going to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown. Touchdown. St. Anthony's. From 10 yards out. Ball getting the call once again. His 2nd tonight. And St. Anthony's now extending their lead. You have to put the points up on the board here, but you can tell it's 19-8. Good read option play, and that's just a nose for the end zone, keeping those legs moving.
St. Anthony's.
Ooh, and Bala having some words there. for the defender. Javon Sampson.
Unsportsmanlike on St. Anthony.
Yep, so that is the flag there. You saw Bauer right at the end. Our camera's picking that up. So unsportsmanlike, that'll be assessed on the kickoff. And rather than chase points, they will just go for the traditional PAT here. Kick has the distance, and that is through. Michael Forrest with the PAT. So 2 touchdowns tonight for Bala. And our score now is 20-8. St. Anthony's with the lead with 3:21 remaining. St. Anthony's also getting the kickoff to begin the third. So you have that also to think about. So at the very least, UPrep does not want to allow St. Anthony's to have that double dip, if you will. But for the Friars, they're going to be kicking off from a disadvantage here as they will assess the penalty. Yep, and Joe Minucci. Yeah, he is a graduate. Talked to him this week. Serving, of course, as the athletic director. St. Anthony's has yet to bring out their team here. So the kickoff now will happen at the 25. And we had the good return last time, you remember. Oh, going with the squib kick. Always a safe play there. Slow things up. That'll be picked up to 35. Trying to make a man miss, and then not much there. Is on the return was Elamine Ortiz-Price.
And the kickoff is fielded by Elamine Ortiz-Price.
So Elamine Ortiz-Price with his first touch tonight. And some good strategy there, as that will negate potential long return. UPrep taking over at their own 38. Now, last time they were able to convert for a touchdown on their drive. C.J. Robinson back as the main running back. 4 wide receivers as Tavion Bird out of the shotgun. Sending his man into motion. Bird takes the snap. Bird firing, wants a man downfield, and it's almost intercepted. The ball underthrown and then turning around. Parker McDonald. Yeah, Parker McDonald had a chance to come down with that one. Javon Johnson, the intended receiver. Truth was, Johnson had a step there. Ball just underthrown. Still a great defensive play nonetheless by number 10. Second down and 10. Clock stopped with 3:10 remaining here in the first half. Let's see if they go back to C.J. Robinson. And it's going to be a play action. No, it's a handoff to Robinson, and Robinson will get tripped up and gets ahead to the 42 for a gain of 4. Oh, and on the field right now is Cam Urso, number 6. So they're hoping that this is kind of one of these cramping issues, as Urso will take a minute here. We will take a quick break as they attend to Urso. This is the Varsity Media Sports Network.
At St. Francis Heart Center, we're not just regional heart experts. We share our greater success with the world. We don't just pioneer technology. We do it more than anywhere on Greater Long Island. And we don't just win awards. We deliver greater outcomes for people like you. As New York's only specialty designated cardiac center, we're not satisfied with just being good. This is Long Island. This is St. Francis Heart Center. And greater lives here.
Our thanks to Catholic Health for making these broadcasts possible as you're looking at the beautiful campus here at the University of Rochester tonight. Wait a second, is it starting to rain? It is. Looking really close. It was in the forecast tonight, just a few little raindrops. Cam Urso, by the way, is walking. You see him right there at the 40-yard line, and you're hoping that's just one of those cramping issues that you see quite often at the beginning of the season here. So Urso able to walk off. This will be third down. Chance for St. Anthony's to get the ball back. As Bird squares up. Fires far side. It's going to be caught. What arm strength once again. Javon Johnson with the reception. Picking up another third and long. UPrep behind the arm of Tavon Bird. It's going to be one of the best arms that St. Anthony's going to see this year. Bird showing that strength. First and 10 down to the 42. C.J. Robinson is in the backfield. Clock did stop on that last play. As Robinson will get the call. Robinson getting strung out, and he's going to be tackled. What a nice play there by DJ Garcia, number 90. Textbook tackling. Reaming the keys there. So a loss on the play, and boy, between penalties and plays like this, the down and distance quite often tonight has not been favorable here for UPrep. Everybody looking at their wristbands as second and long coming up. Javion Sampson will be the receiver to the top here. Javon Johnson, he's to the far sideline. Bird takes the snap. Bird handing it off. And that pile will move ahead, but not even back to the original line of scrimmage. Kamari Miller getting the call. This will bring up third down and 11. Just moving the clock along here. Remember, UPrep is out of timeouts. You've got to point that out, too, that if they do pick this up, they're not going to have a lot of time here. The snap. Bird. Deflected into the air, and it's going to be incomplete. Coming through there with his big paw, number 52, Julian Kosha, the linebacker.
The pass is deflected. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the punt unit.
Sometimes if you can't get to the quarterback, that's the next best thing. Just put your hands in the air. That'll force the punting situation. Remember what happened in the last punt? A terrible snap resulted in a big negative play in a short field for St. Anthony's. So we've yet to have a successful punt here for UPrep tonight as the clock stops with 1:22 remaining. UPrep showing like they want to rush here. And a whistle. Timeout called by St. Anthony's.
Second charge timeout.
So that will leave them with just one remaining here tonight. Well, you can't see it in the distance. Those buildings are the dormitories here at the University of Rochester. Favre Stadium, our site tonight. This seats about 5,000 here. And to the left, there is the Genesee River, which you cannot see here, but the Genesee River goes all the way into downtown Rochester, cutting through the middle of the city. 4th down, and here's the punting attempt. And it's another high snap, and at least the punt is going to be off this time. It's going to be short, a fire call, and it'll be down inside the 30 at about the 28. So the net on that only 13 yards, but much better than last time. 1:13 remaining here. So the question is, what does head coach Joe Minucci want to do? Well, it's a quarterback like Gary Merrill. Maybe you just have Merrill keep it with his legs on the ground here. St. Anthony's with 1 turnover tonight. That happened back in the first quarter on a botched snap. Bala will be the running back, 4 wide receivers. St. Anthony's with 1 timeout remaining in this half, hence the 1 dot you see under screen. Here's the handoff going to Bala, and Bala will not go anywhere. Trying to rip that ball away. Yeah, not much there for Bala to look at. Sean Harvey-Stevens doing his best there, trying to take that ball out. And now it just looks like St. Anthony's is just content to kind of milk this clock and get to the half here. It's been a long day for them. Started at 7 a.m., heading all the way up across the state here today, and now they're just going to take a knee. And this will bring us to the half. Widely entertaining half here. Big plays, the biggest of which being the pick 6 by Kevin Moore, setting the tone here for St. Anthony's as they enjoy a 20-8 lead here in Rochester over the Griffins of UPrep. As both teams will meet now with their coaches, and the horn will sound. We here on the Varsity Media Sports Network would like to take a moment as we lost a great here as Dave Neiman this past week passing away. Dave Neiman, the former head coach at Aquinas, won 2 state championships in the decade of the 2000s, but for the last 20 years had served as an educator in the Canandaigua School District, and most recently, just last year and through this offseason, have been the JV coach. In fact, he had been the JV coach for the last 4 years, and for everybody at Canandaigua and at Aquinas and at Section 5, tremendous loss here for Dave Neiman, as our thoughts are with his family. Dave Neiman, we remember you tonight.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see extraordinary life. The most extraordinary of which is you. It's because our Catholic faith places the highest value on people. All people. It's the inspiration for our exceptional medical care with unmatched compassion. And it's why at Catholic Health you're more than a patient. You're someone's family, best friend, and a neighbor to us all. Long live Long Island.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the fall, but spots are limited. Contact us today for football, soccer, field hockey, and volleyball by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
St. Francis Heart Center. We're not just regional heart experts. We share our greater success with the world. We don't just pioneer technology. We do it more than anywhere on Greater Long Island. And we don't just win awards. We deliver greater outcomes for people like you. As New York's only specialty designated cardiac center, we're not satisfied with just being good. This is Long Island. This is St. Francis Heart Center. And greater lives here.
Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Quinn's up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter! And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signal. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Southside.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the fall, but spots are limited. Contact us today for football, soccer, field hockey, and volleyball by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see extraordinary life. The most extraordinary of which is you. It's because our Catholic faith places the highest value on people. All people. It's the inspiration for our exceptional medical care with unmatched compassion. And it's why at Catholic Health you're more than a patient. You're someone's family, best friend, and a neighbor to us all. Long live Long Island.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
It's time to book a Varsity Media Sportscast and get on the big stage. A Varsity Media Sportscast is seen by thousands of people, both live and on demand, from friends and family all over the world to prospective college coaches. Our announcers will help tell the story of your team and your athletes. There is no bigger stage to be on than Varsity Media. Book a sportscast today by contacting Varsity Media.
St. Francis Heart Center. We're not just regional heart experts. We share our greater success with the world. We don't just pioneer technology. We do it more than anywhere on Greater Long Island. And we don't just win awards. We deliver greater outcomes for people like you. As New York's only specialty designated cardiac center, we're not satisfied with just being good. This is Long Island. This is St. Francis Heart Center. And greater lives here.
Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Twins up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter! And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signal. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Southside.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the fall, but spots are limited. Contact us today for football, soccer, field hockey, and volleyball by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see extraordinary life. The most extraordinary of which is you. It's because our Catholic faith places the highest value on people. All people. It's the inspiration for our exceptional medical care with unmatched compassion. And it's why at Catholic Health you're more than a patient. You're someone's family, best friend, and a neighbor to us all. Long live Long Island.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
It's time to book a Varsity Media Sportscast and get on the big stage. A Varsity Media Sportscast is seen by thousands of people, both live and on demand, from friends and family all over the world to prospective college coaches. Our announcers will help tell the story of your team and your athletes. There is no bigger stage to be on than Varsity Media. Book a sportscast today by contacting Varsity Media.
St. Francis Heart Center. We're not just regional heart experts. We share our greater success with the world. We don't just pioneer technology. We do it more than anywhere on Greater Long Island. And we don't just win awards. We deliver greater outcomes for people like you. As New York's only specialty designated cardiac center, we're not satisfied with just being good. This is Long Island. This is St. Francis Heart Center. And greater lives here.
Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Quinn's up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter! And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signals. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Southside.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the fall, but spots are limited. Contact us today for football, soccer, field hockey, and volleyball by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see extraordinary life. The most extraordinary of which is you. It's because our Catholic faith places the highest value on people. All people. It's the inspiration for our exceptional medical care with unmatched compassion. And it's why at Catholic Health you're more than a patient. You're someone's family, best friend, and a neighbor to us all. Long live Long Island.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
As we welcome you back to Fauver Stadium on the campus of the University of Rochester, as St. Anthony's and UPrep both back out on the field. Chilly evening, temperature now down to 56 degrees, a little bit of wind. It feels like mid-October, not the first Saturday in September for sure. As thank you for watching here tonight on the Varsity Media Sports Network. If you're just logging on, St. Anthony's getting a huge defensive play. 90-yard pick six. Kevin Moore off of the deflection. As that really our play of the game here so far. And Moore, that right into his hands. It's a fantastic play. Joe Doherty with the deflection, and you're going to see Moore just show these great instincts, realizing, okay, I'm going to wait for my blocker. That blocker, by the way, Parker McDonald, helping him get into the end zone. 2 touchdowns also from Xavier Bawa. UPrep answering with a touchdown by C.J. Robinson and a 2-point conversion. That's where we're at right now. 20-8 is our score. UPrep will be kicking off as St. Anthony's won the opening coin toss. They deferred, so it'll be the Friars to get the ball to begin this second half. Kicking this away will be Gavin White. And we're underway here in the second. As the outside, Moore. Moore ahead of steam. Moore is going to take it into UPrep territory. Wow. Do not let Gavin Moore get in the open field like that. Kevin Moore. With that pick six, and Kevin Moore showing why he's one of the fastest players in the CHSAA. 1st and 10 in their own 48, so they mark it out at the 48. And an I formation here, which you don't see too often anymore, is Gary Merrill will actually hand it off as Bala bouncing it to the outside, and he will bring it into UPrep territory. Taking a look at the UPrep sideline, Tavian Bird. What makes this interesting is both quarterbacks don't play the other side of the ball. So that's kind of a hallmark of how deep these programs are. And boy, St. Anthony's, how well they traveled, how many players came up for this game. Just what an experience to take this road trip, as that completion will be on the near side, and that's going to be good for the first down. Anthony Mancaruso with the reception. Mancaruso getting it down to the 34, so his first touch tonight. Going for about a gain of 10. 1st and 10 now. As this is what we've seen out of St. Anthony's tonight. Just picking up the pace, but now we get a whistle. Okay, so we have a penalty that's going to be on UPrep. Okay, so offside is going to be the call. Wow. Between false starts and offsides, that is the 7th. Okay, they waved it off. Okay, so they're waving it off. I was about to ready to say 7th pre-snap penalty. They've got 6 tonight, which you don't like any, much less 6 pre-snap penalties. The handoff. And that will be spun out of bounds. Grabbing some jersey there was Stuart Smith, number 54. No gain on the play. Yeah, UPrep needs a stop here. They're trailing by 12 to begin this third quarter. Gene Battaglia with you. Joel Balthaser, our director tonight. Yahya Ahmed and John Guerin are our cameramen, and our team leader, Ben Turchin of the Varsity Media Sports Network. Here's the play action as Merrill getting chased. What speed as Gary Merrill scampers out of bounds, and he will get past the marker. How did he get past the defender there? Not exactly sure. It's Paris Brooken, and he's got speed too. quickly back up the line of scrimmage. Boy, you don't waste any time. And again, UPrep trying to rake that ball out, but only the one turnover so far tonight for St. Anthony's as they are on the move once again. It's the opening drive here of the third. If you are just coming back a little bit late here, maybe you went to go get a snack, perhaps. For me, it's doing some laundry or whatever you're doing around the house. This drive started at their own 48 after a good kickoff return. Here's Merrill. Merrill bouncing to the outside. Merrill inside of 10. Merrill lowers his shoulder, and now he gets knocked out of bounds. Taking on all comers. Gary Merrill. There's a quarterback in Buffalo named Josh Allen who likes to do that sort of thing. Initiate the contact. Here's Merrill. Saying, out of the way, C.J. Robinson. And then he gets stopped. But it sets up a 1st and goal to go. And it's in. Touchdown. Merrill with the touchdown, and he should be able to finish it off after that run. So that drive goes 52 yards. It makes our score now 26-8. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for 2. This to make it a 20-point lead. Merrill with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2-point conversion. Merrill, design keeper. Merrill into the end zone. 2 points for the quarterback. So Merrill getting all 8 points on this opening drive. 28-8. What a well-designed play there, spreading it out. And then Merrill can just kind of pick the lane there. As we take a look at the touchdown run by Merrill, that was of 1 yard. And for St. Anthony's, boy, if they can hold on to this lead, that long drive tomorrow will feel much, much better. And indeed, they're staying overnight, staying a suburb of Victor. So to give you a little bit of an idea, that's about a half hour outside of town, but it is certainly on the way, just outside of the New York State Thruway. St. Anthony's 28, UPrep 8. These two teams will face each other right at the beginning of next year. Now, I don't know if that's going to be in week 1 or week 2, if it's the same kind of scenario, but there is a reciprocal, and UPrep will be going down to Long Island next season. That, according to their head coach, Isaiah Young. Funny thing was, Isaiah Young waited a call to Stepanak. You thought there was an opening. Somehow there was a miscommunication, thinking that Stepanak had an opening date, but Stepanak actually filled their date. But they were kind of to say, give a call over to St. Anthony's, and that's how this all kind of came about. Well, now is an opportunity for both teams. For UPrep, their opportunity to stay in this game. St. Anthony's get the ball back, one more score. And you can start putting this one away. But good return here as Jameer Walters with a return up to the 41-yard line. So that drive took just over 2 minutes.
Takes it up to the 41-yard line. UPrep will take over 1st and 10.
And there is Isaiah Young, graduate of Alfred, and he is an educator. And he has really built this program. Tavon Bird out of the shotgun. Bird takes the snap. Plants throws, looking deep, wants a man, and he overthrows his intended receiver. Javon Johnson had a beat, and Bird putting a little too much behind it. taking a look at the wind here. Well, there is no wind, so that is not a factor right now. Flags limp on the goalpost. And we have an injury timeout. And this isn't on the field, it's along the near sideline. And
We have a player down on the field.
that's going to be Johnson, the player who was on that route, cramping up. He is not on the field, so he was going over to the track portion. As we'll pan over. Again, that's a common thing week one, even though it is not a warm evening, not by any stretch here, but you will hear coaches at every level, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. With the injury timeout, we will take a break here. St. Anthony's leading. It's our Catholic Health Game of the Week on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
At St. Francis Heart Center, we're not just regional heart experts. We share our greater success with the world. We don't just pioneer technology. We do it more than anywhere on Greater Long Island. And we don't just win awards. We deliver greater outcomes for people like you. As New York's only specialty designated cardiac center, we're not satisfied with just being good. This is Long Island. This is St. Francis Heart Center. And greater lives here.
It's
6 for UPrep. There's the handoff going inside, bouncing it to the near side. Robinson gets it across the 50, and he'll be down to the 48-yard line. So Javon Johnson cramping up. At least that's kind of what our interpretation was, and it's good to see that number 6, our player to watch, Cam Urso, back on the field here, and he had to leave earlier for the similar situations for the UPrep. He's back at the linebacker position. But again, you can kind of work it out and get back onto the field, and Urso was able to do that. 1st and 10 at the 48 for the Griffins. Bird, the long count. Takes the snap. Swing pass, and that doesn't go anywhere.
The completion to Sampson.
Javion Sampson with the completion, but they'd be better off just letting that hit the turf. That goes for a loss of 2. Sean Harvey-Stevens coming back out on the field. He'll be at the left guard position as they will rotate the guards here tonight in place of Victor Saunders. 2nd down and 12. 28-8 is our score. St. Anthony's extending their lead here in the 3rd as the handoff going, and it'll be number 4, Kamari Miller.
He takes it up to the 45-yard line.
And Miller gets about
It'll be 3rd and 7.
4 on the play, bringing it up to the 45. 3rd and 7 will be the down and distance. Sampson coming over to the near side. Paris Brookin to the near side, too. You're now throwing, and that's going to be caught and then stuck immediately. Brookins with the catch. Tackle made by Kevin Moore. Getting it down to the 34. That's good enough for an 11-yard gain and a 1st down for UPrep. And give UPrep credit. They've had some really bad down and distances tonight, that time picking up 3rd down and 7. So for St. Anthony's, there's certainly things they could work on heading into week 3. They're looking to even up their record to 1-1 on the season. This is the opening game here for UPrep. UPrep with a big game coming up next week against AQ. Well, that would be Aquinas. 3 receivers in the near box. The snap. Here will be the handoff. And making a man miss is going to be Robinson, and Robinson is able to get it down to the 20-yard line. C.J. Robinson with a gain of 14, and that's got the home fans making some noise here. Can they work in a little more C.J. Robinson? That's kind of the question. Wow, look at that move by Robinson. Parker McDonald. He's had a good game tonight, but that was not a play he was able to make. Two receivers to the far side, including Javon Johnson. Also over there is Javion Sampson. First and 10 at the 20. Bird handing it off. Robinson makes a cut to the outside, to the 15. Waiting for some help, and he will cut his losses at that point and just get down to about the 10. He's close to the first down, actually.
And that's another UPrep first down.
Getting it down to the 9. This is the fourth time tonight UPrep has had it inside the 12. So far, only 8 points to show for it, but last time they were able to convert. The C.J. Robinson touchdown. First and goal from the 9 as we're past the midway point here of the third quarter. Griffins, bunched receivers on the right, and they're going to help lead the way. Kamari Miller, and that pile will move forward, and they'll mark him down to the 6, a gain of 3. Going back some 25 years toward this end of All-Favre Stadium, there's just a big grass hill there used to be here. And that's where you see a lot of students for the college football games come and just watch, but they needed a space, so now you see the track there and you see a dorm room behind there, and the hill is long gone. They moved that earth. Second and goal from the 6. The handoff, trying to bounce to the outside. And a flag coming down, and normally when the flag comes in from that angle, it's a hold, and indeed you see a referee with a white hat saying, bring it back, a hold against UPrep. Can we pick it up here? Yep, 21, and doing what you're supposed to do, too. Put your hands in the air to say, hey, look, I'm getting hold. Michael Kelton getting held on the play for UPrep. So good job by Kelton to kind of alert the officials that he was getting held on the play. Ball will go back to the 16-yard line because we're under 5 minutes to go here in the third. Three receivers to the left. Bird is out of the shotgun, claps his hands, takes the snap. Bird steps up. Bird directing traffic, and now he's going to loft it to the corner of the end zone. It's intercepted! Intercepted as reading that one the whole way on the far side, Michael Riley. Riley could see what Bird was trying to do to set up the back shoulder pass, except Riley sneaking in there, the takeaway. And a big takeaway indeed. Second one tonight. Fantastic play. And what a play to get both feet down by number 11. Michael Riley, the second interception tonight for St. Anthony's. Both feet down. Tremendous play. St. Anthony's big plays here tonight after the disappointing opener. And now movement before. And this one is going to go against St. Anthony's, the false start. 4:31 remaining here in the third. Is that ball going back to the 15-yard line? And the handoff going right up the middle on 1st and 15. They're going to pick up the first down. How about that, across the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Nice run there. Longest run tonight by Xavier Bala. Bala getting that first down for the Friars. And you could see maybe, just kind of maybe, the UPrep defense starting to tire out here a little bit. And we've got a UPrep player that is down. Looks to be another cramping issue. It's on the near sideline. Hard to make out the number. With that, we will take a quick break. This is the Varsity Media Sports Network.
For the latest Varsity Media updates, including our game schedules, be sure to follow us on social media at Varsity Media, the home for New York high school sports.
At Catholic Health, when we see our island, we see extraordinary life. The most extraordinary of which is you. It's because our Catholic faith places the highest value on people. All people. It's the inspiration for our exceptional medical care with unmatched compassion. And it's why at Catholic Health you're more than a patient. You're someone's family, best friend, and a neighbor to us all. Long live Long Island.
Our special thanks to Catholic Health for providing our game of the week here. As tonight at St. Anthony's here on the University of Rochester campus. Fine crowd and a lot of people making the trek across the state up from Long Island. As it certainly feels like fall has arrived early. So after the injury, St. Anthony's will take over. 1st and 10 now. After the ball run, I should say. Flare out to the far side. And with a head of steam, that's close to the marker on the far side. Anthony Mancaruso. Mancaruso getting his second touch tonight, and they will move the chains. Up to the 44, a gain of 10 on the play.
St. Anthony's first down.
Two of the men on the left, one on the right. Here will be the pitch. It's the keeper, actually, by Merrill, and Merrill gets upended and gets it up to the 49-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 49-yard line.
Three wide receivers. I formation, second time we've seen that in the backfield. Mancaruso going to motion, and Bala will get the handoff on the inside as that will go into UPrep territory. St. Anthony's looking for the knockout punch here as they are up by 20 with the ball now in UPrep territory. Three wide receivers in this formation, including Will Hart. Will Hart is in the slot to the right. Handoff going on the inside. And once again, that'll be Xavier Bawa. And Bawa didn't need much. He will get it down to the 45. Another St. Anthony's first down. And so if you're the Friars, where they were doing the hurry up before, now is an opportunity to kind of shorten this game, if you will, just a little bit. Keeping that ball on the ground, keeping that clock moving. And right now, only the one high safety here. So if you wanted to, potentially, you could take a shot deep. Here's the play action. There you go. Inside the 30 and down to the 25. Almost called that right on cue. As once again, that will be number 5, Will Hart. So Hart getting his first reception tonight. Hart just running straight up the field, and that defender letting him go right by. Not sure if Javi Connor thought there was going to be some help over the top, but it wasn't there. And great read by Gary Merrill. And a great call by Joe Minucci and his staff, too. Here's going to be the flare out to the left. Macaruso does not look that in, and they call it incomplete.
Swing pass to number 32 is incomplete.
Yeah, that whistle didn't blow right away, which it certainly did look like a forward pass. Three wide receivers. Merrill handing it off to Bala. Bala moving those shoulders and his legs. And that pile moving ahead as well. So after the incompletion, sometimes in the first quarter those gains of 3-4 yards. Now in the fourth quarter become 8 or 9. And yeah, that goes for 9.5. Yeah, as there's too many men on the field, and that is going to result in a timeout called here by UPrep. They had 3 players racing off the field on a late substitution. If that ball was snapped, that would have been an automatic first down. While we have a second, we got some scheduling info here as for St. Anthony's. We take a look at the road ahead. And it's never easy. It's Don Bosco Prep coming up. That will be Friday night. So think about that week where you got a full day of travel tomorrow, and then you're back at school, and you're going to get 4 practices, really 3.5. So it's going to be a short week here for St. Anthony's after this long trip, and then some other home games coming up, Stepinac Xavier and St. John the Baptist. For UPrep, now this game doesn't count tonight, certainly, nor does it for in terms of sectional seedings. But for UPrep, though, it all starts next week. Aquinas, Pittsford, Hilton, and then Penfield. That'll be in the downtown soccer stadium, or what they used to call the downtown soccer stadium, the Rochester Sports Complex, with a lot of different names over the years. So after the UPrep timeout, it'll be now 3rd and inches as scooting up to the line and doing this Tom Brady style, if you will. Oh, even more. You don't see that. Wow, that is just mauling that offensive line. Power football at its finest. It looked like that was just going to go for some inches. That goes for a nice first down. But wait, hold on. No, it's coming back, folks. False start against UPrep. So what was 3rd and inches? Now will be 3rd and 6.
Flag on the play, 5-yard penalty.
I formation with Bala in the tail of that eye. Macaruso will go into motion. The play action, the throw, wide open, touchdown! Touchdown! St. Anthony's. Will Hart on the play action. As they say, that's your dagger, folks. 34-8. Wow. Boy, if you're UPrep, you got a lot to look at on that play. Macaruso going into motion, the play action. And then Hart on this drive. An extra point attempt coming up. 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And what was a halftime score of 20-8 as the extra point hits the upright and will be no good. 34-8 is our score. And some big smiles as this road trip is going to be fruitful here for St. Anthony's. Will Hart with a touchdown. Wow, just a little stutter step, and there's no safety over the top, so pretty easy read there. And some missed assignments there for sure for UPrep. Taking a look there at that St. Anthony's sideline. Everybody keeping an even keel as Joe Minucci. Yeah, dressing a lot of players here tonight, bringing up a lot of players. It's good that they can't get into this game, get the experience of what it's like to go on a long trip. This is the business part of the road trip. The fun will be tonight and on the way back for sure. A lot of families, of course, making this trip up, too. Here will be the end-over-end kick, and this will go into the end zone for the touchback. Ooh, and we get some pushing after the whistle here, and flag will come down.
And the kick goes off the end zone. For a touchback.
It's to the top of your screen here. Oh, there it is. As, a little bit of a hit by Kamari Miller, number 4, on that. And then St. Anthony's taking exception to this. So the question is, do you just call it on Miller, or are you doing offsetting here? Yeah, they'll do the offsetting. Our official not mic'd up here tonight.
UPrep will start to drive from the 25-yard line. First down.
3 wide receivers as Bird takes the shotgun snap. Bird under pressure, throws, and it's going to be complete. Paris Brookin trying to fight his way forward. Needed to get across the 30 for the first down. He does. Gets it up to the 31. And they'll stop the clock momentarily as they move the chains. We are late in the third. So again, the Griffins, 9-2 record last year. This will be a quality win for sure for St. Anthony's. And actually, UPrep is not going to run a play. They're just going to take it to the quarter. We will take it to the quarter as well.
That's the end of the third quarter. Your score.
The music beds are back here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We go to the fourth. St. Anthony's in command, 34-8 on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Latest news in high school sports, be sure to check out varsitymedia.net or follow us on social media at Varsity Media. Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Wins up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter. And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signal. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Southside.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
As we welcome you back here to Rochester, the University of Rochester, as we go to the fourth, St. Anthony's, leading here by 34-8 score. Gene Battaglia with you, our director tonight, Joel Balthaser on the Varsity Media Sports Network. This is 1st and 10 as the pass goes back to Brookins on the far side. So last two passes going his direction, but tight defense there by the visitors as we're going to get a whistle. And do we have another injury? We do. And quickly the leg going up in the air. And again, it is not warm tonight, but it's just, again, the reminder. Don't just drink fluids, force fluids all the time. And when you think you're done drinking water, drink some more. This is a beautiful campus if you ever get the opportunity to come up this way. It's right on the Genesee River. The University of Rochester, part of the Liberty League. And for our viewers downstate, I think Vassar is the one school. Bard also downstate, part of the league that the University of Rochester is in. 2nd down and 4 as UPrep to the far side. Shamar Pittman will be at the top of your screen. Bird out of the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to his left, and it short hops the intended receiver. Xavier Sampson, the intended receiver. Well, there are two players for UPrep on the near sideline just working out cramps, one of being Niger Gano. As the handoff going, and UPrep again not able to find much. That's Dixon Charsuk, number 98, in on the tackle to bring up 4th down. And for UPrep, that pretty much will do it tonight. They're going to punt it away here in the 4th. So Charzak the tackle for a loss on the play. James Taylor deep back here for the Friars. Just one successful punt so far tonight for UPrep, and then only won 13 yards net. And Shamar Pittman will let this one go. Pittman does get some distance on this one, and it will take a nice friendly bounce here for the home team. And that will roll and die out at the 26-yard line. Clock stops with 10:36 remaining here tonight.
Down at the 26-yard line. St. Anthony will take over 1st and 10.
First and 10 for St. Anthony's at their own 26-yard line. We saw the play action work beautifully to Will Hart on the last drive, considering the game situation here. Maybe you would expect to see more of a ground game, and indeed that'll be the call here as that pile will move forward. It looks more like rugby than football there.
6 from the 30-yard line.
Thomas Valdini getting a run in here. He's wearing number 19. And that will go for a gain of 3. So Valdini will stay in there at the running back position. Maybe that's the last we'll see tonight of Xavier Balla. 2 touchdowns for Xavier Balla tonight. Also 1 on the ground for Gary Merrill. Merrill with a passing touchdown, and then Kevin Moore with a big pick 6. Those are 5 touchdowns tonight for St. Anthony's. As the handoff will go between the tackles.
Balla with another carry up the middle.
Yeah, the PA man saying Balla. It's actually number 19 right now, Thomas Valdini. Positive yardage, bring up 3rd down and 2.
Third down.
So the play clocks, even though they're turned on, nobody's actually hitting the button here tonight. So it's just the officials keeping the time on the field here. In terms of the play clock, here will be the handoff once again. Valdini is going to be met, and he's going to be short of the marker. And yeah, there it is. It's been flashing 40 all night, so I don't even know why they even turned it on here tonight. Landon Lesmith with the tackle there for UPrep, and the UPrep defense will get a hold here. So Valdini, 3 carries there, and rather than go for it on 4th and 1, punting situation. As everybody will come in from the sideline. Well, at some point they're going to run out of time here, I would figure. Official has yet to count it down. The snap is off. And that will go out of bounds. So no return on this play. 7:57 remaining here tonight. UPrep does have the 1 touchdown tonight by C.J. Robinson.
And UPrep will start their drive from the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that ball went out actually at the 50. So only a net of 15 yards there for St. Anthony's on that punt. So Bird will be in the backfield as good opportunity for UPrep to get some work in here, as now the handoff will go inside to Robinson. And Robinson will lean forward for an extra yard to pick up 4 on the play. If you were with us early in the game, some big plays by Tavon Bird showing that arm, hitting Javon Johnson on a couple of drives. But 2 plays stick out in this game, one being the Kevin Moore pick 6, the other being a snap that went awry and it allowed St. Anthony to start a drive at the UPrep 25. Robinson will get the call once again. And UPrep with another interception in the end zone, too. A great read by Michael Riley. Here's that pick 6 again. And Moore off of the deflection. I said 90 yards earlier. We got to say 96. We got to update that. He is a junior. Kevin Moore from Port Jefferson. Getting some blocks down the field. Good play by Parker McDonald on that play. That's when we had some sunlight here. We are now fully under the lights here in Rochester. 3rd down and 7. Man going into motion, and Bird under pressure, and Bird is going to get swung down. The sack by number 44, Frank Filiberto. Frank Filiberto. That's going to be a fun ride back, my friend. The junior reading that one away, and that's a mobile quarterback you were able to wrap up and bring down. Filiberto fired up. bring up 4th down, and now UPrep to punt this away as we're past the midway point here of the 4th. Filiberto, his teammates, tucking in that shoulder pad. This is returnable. That's actually calling the fair catch will be James Taylor. 5:34 remaining in this contest. And I'm not sure if St. Anthony's will put it up in the air after this play here. Well, lots of people watching tonight on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We appreciate this, and if you'd like Varsity Media to come out and shoot a game for your school, be sure to reach out. Look us up online, and Ben and the team will be able to answer all your questions. Two receivers make it 3 here on this 1st and 10 play. And Valdini will be the running back once again, and he's going to be looking for an opportunity, press his coaches, and he will get it up to the 35. So Thomas Valdini, a senior, seeing some action.
Valdini with the carry. It was 2nd down.
Yeah, we should mention the night is done for Gary Merrill, too, as Justice Durham will be taking the snaps here. Milking some clock, and Durham, that was a bobbled snap, and he's just going to kind of swallow it and go back to the 30.
Durham keeps it, and is stopped in the backfield by number 33, Landon Nesmith.
Brandon Nesmith with the tackle for the loss on the play. This will bring up 3rd down and 12. So the backup's in for St. Anthony's, and that's always a great opportunity because they put in as much work as anybody. As the keeper, and working his way ahead, number 15, Justice Durham. He is a senior. Listed as a wide receiver, but he is the backup quarterback, and they'll go for positive yardage, but they'll be short of the marker to bring up 4th down. And so St. Anthony's once again will bring on their punt team. Except staying out there just a little longer there is number 77, Bryce Giangelli. Here comes the snap and the punt. And this is going to be returnable at the 35. And good swarming defense. The ball came out, but that was caused by the turf as, once again, it was Jameer Walters on the return there for UPrep. So UPrep will take over at their own 40-yard line. 2:52 remaining in this contest here in our Catholic Health Game of the Week. And those buildings in the distance you see, those are actually the dormitories here at the University of Rochester. What you can't see in the background there is the baseball field that's adjacent here to Fowler Stadium. And players running out late here for UPrep, and we have a new quarterback. Gavin White will be the quarterback, number 12. And White will hand it off. They'll go right up the middle.
Hand off to Devon
So Devontae Fields normally wears number 23. He's wearing 14 tonight. And he'll go up to the 44 for a gain of 4. And for UPrep, I'm sure the film room is going to show the pre-snap penalties, the mistakes that they made in this game. They played a really good team. Don't make any mistake about it. But there are things that for UPrep are correctable. 2nd down and 6. And the handoff once again, and going right up the middle. There is a flag. You saw at the bottom of your screen. And that'll stop the clock here with 1:36 remaining. And it's a false start against UPrep. Their 7th pre-snap penalty here tonight. So take away the first down and mark it back some.
Illegal formation, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
2 receivers, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd down and 11. High snap. And the handoff going right up, and that is going to be a nice open field tackle. Defensive lineman Aiden Mitchell-Williams. Wrapping him up. Number 65. And this will bring us under a minute to go here on 3rd down, 3rd and long, 3rd and 14. And this could be the last play of the game here. They don't get this. Yeah, this. I would be surprised if you brought out the punt team and you would just call it a night at this point. Long count here. Here's the snap. One last play here for UPrep as they'll bring it ahead. And that's number 25, Marcus Allen, with the run. And Allen will be short of the marker. And with the final seconds winding down, UPrep making their way to the 50-yard line for handshakes here as the officials recognize this as well. St. Anthony's tonight. What was a 20-8 lead at the half. They extended in the second half. 2 touchdowns for Xavier Bella. 2 touchdown passes for Gary Merrill. I should say 1 touchdown pass and 1 touchdown run for quarterback Gary Merrill. And our play of the game, the pick 6 by Kevin Moore off of the deflection. And St. Anthony's, well, the business part complete, successful. The Friars get the win here in Rochester by a 34-8 score. St. Anthony's next opponent, Don Bosco, next week. So make sure you keep it tuned to the Varsity Media Sports Network for all of your updates. Special thanks on the broadcast tonight. First to our cameraman doing a great job. John Guerin down on the field on a night that feels more like late in the season than the first Saturday night in September. John, great job. Yahya Ahmed up here in the booth with us. Our director, Joel Balthaser, tonight doing all the replays and the graphics. Our team leader, Ben Turchin, as well. We appreciate both schools for their help in our preparation for tonight's game as well. You've been watching the Catholic Health Game of the Week. Our final score tonight from Rochester as St. Anthony's wins 34-8.